How will you know?
I don't know. I didn't know this playing.
You sing or something?
No, I don't think people want to hear us singing. That's for sure.
Says you're live.
I'm good. Well, everything seems to be working.
Can I hear
I just can't hear the music. I usually can hear the music, but
music?
I know the music. So hopefully they can hear us.
I don't hear any sound.
Oh, there we go.
It's actually on there. We just can't hear it here.
So it'll be echoing here in a second.
Oh, yeah, turn it on. All right. Welcome to the podcast, folks. I'm Chris, and this is Max, and
Max.
this is Les. All right, we got nothing to talk about. We're going to be boring you to half to death. No, I'm kidding. We got some exciting things to talk about here in a second. Hopefully you guys can hear us. If you guys are watching, please put a thumbs up. And also the sound is good. Hey, Flippin', how you doing? Can you hear us?
Says audio good.
Audio good. All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's working this time.
Like, share, subscribe, folks. That's the name of the game. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes. Next week, we're going to be starting a new season. It's going to be spring therapy. And we're going to be talking about, getting your bike ready to go. Other than yours, we'll show you pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
And
rub it in, will you?
how to get that? I mean, I've seen tons of people riding today. I mean, it was like 60 degrees here.
There were a bunch of people.
Hey, Riding Fish, how's it going, man?
What's up, Fish?
Hey, Fish.
Yeah, we got to get you on. Hey, check and see if you're available next week, and we'll get you on and talk about the ride you had in Nevada, or I guess it was Nevada.
No, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So,
yeah, very good.
Yeah, the presser.
The presser. That was awesome. I wish I could do one of these days. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that.
That's our life goals, will be invited to pressers like Riding Fish and Adam Sandoval and Her Two Wheels and Brandon Picasso, all our heroes.
They were all there. I was watching their videos. Watching their videos this week, some of them.
I've reached out to Brandon twice. He actually looked at the email. He hasn't sent anything back.
Let me reach out to him.
You reach out to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a brother. I got him.
See, everybody likes Max, and they respond to him. Why is that?
I think it's the way he's taught. He's got that voice that everybody just loves.
Yeah.
It's like memorizing. It's like that guy's Max. I know who he is.
It's only because I've been in the game so much longer than you. That's all.
But welcome, Riding Fish. What's
Flip
that?
and Zippo.
I said Flip and Zippo is on the first guest of the podcast. The first person. Thank you for watching. Share and like. We have some exciting news. Hopefully next week. I'm on vacation this week. We are working on stuff. I'm behind the scenes working on stuff. There's going to be a big change on Tuesday night next week. Make sure you guys are watching. We'll see how it goes. If I can be there, you got a chance. Okay. Well, we'll see how it is.
No technical difficulties, right? Next Tuesday?
Yeah, I have no guests next week.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the start of everything. Yeah, everything seems to be right. Working this time. Last time we had Facebook crash on us. This time Facebook's working and YouTube's working, so that's good. We do have a lot of topics we want to talk about tonight. We did have a video of the new Roadmaster. We do have it. We'll be showing you that. I'm not going to show you the sound, or you ain't going to be listening to the sound. I'm going to have to edit it and that kind of stuff. And Max did a lot of talking, and Aaron did a lot of talking on that one. And I was doing a lot of filming. But that's going to be a good video. Then we got the RT. We saw that
Sport
today.
Chief RT.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sport Chief.
Oh, real excited about that bike.
He loves that bike. Hey, so Riding Fish, did you get a chance to ride that?
Tell us in the comments.
I got you.
So I've not actually seen one in person yet. Not seen one. So I need to make the trek over to Northern Kentucky and check them out.
It's a beautiful bike. A beautiful bike. I mean, I can go ahead and go to that film real quick. Let's see. I got the RT right now, and we can talk while we're on there. Let's see here. Is it going?
See, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to go and take a look at one yet. My wife banned
All right. Yeah, so that's the video. So I had the sound turned down, so we'll see what happens. I didn't have a chance to get the screens 100%, but maybe next time. But that's what it looks like. It's a beautiful bike. It's got bags, 10 gallons, right?
Yeah, 10 gallons looks like ammo cans on the side of them. I mean, they're not the most sturdy made, but the thing is, though, for that kind of bike that you're only going to ride around town and not do long distance, you really don't need more than 10 gallons. The thing that impressed me about them is they were lockable, and that makes more sense than anything else. They were very lockable. You're going to stop the casual thief. You're not going to stop anybody who really wanted to get in.
Sure. Is it upgradable? Can you get larger bags, or does it have a docking station for a backrest or a detachable trunk, anything like that?
I didn't ask that, but I'm sure it does have a docking station for a backrest. And as far as bigger bags go, I'm sure that the aftermarket's going to address that.
Sure.
Yeah, he was going in and out, so I know you was yawning there a little bit. I know we're boring you, but she's come on.
It's early in the podcast.
She's already falling asleep, man. But you need me to pick somebody up? I mean, find somebody to take you home?
No, I'm good. My man Fish is on here. So
you had mentioned that the bike, wasn't something you'd maybe go cross country on. Would a smaller rider be more comfortable on it? Maybe
definitely
with a few upgrades.
Let's put it like this. The three of us, even with the forward controls and the 10-inch risers that Marvel Kid 87 had on his request, because on a presser, he requested the 10-inch risers and the mid controls, and Indian happily complied with his request. So when we reach that plateau, we can request the bike to be set up the way we want it to be set up. That's
They had their
that's when you know you've made it.
They had a little name badge on the little gas tank.
Yeah.
Vanity plate.
Yeah. Did you get to take one home riding Fish? That's what I want to know.
No.
Jeez.
Well, the last time we got a free bike, he gave it away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I said, Traveling Tall just got rid of his. It's been sitting in the garage for almost a year and a half.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll get a new one. Maybe he's getting a new one. Moving to 112.
We'll see. I don't think he was at the Las Vegas press ride. So
yeah. So on the Chieftain, what do you think about that riding Fish? We'll save some of this content, but maybe for next week. But just do a thumbs up. It was baddest thing you ever rode stock, or the worst thing you ever rode stock. The thumb down. There we go. I wish I could get him called in here. I might be able to hook up the Bluetooth here and get him called in, but we'll see. But anyway, the RT is my wife loves the motorcycle. She's either looking at that and the Lowrider ST. They're very similar. Now, what I was telling Les earlier, back in the days, the women had the black skirt with the white little ruffles underneath of it. Okay.
You mean the maid's outfit? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Well, when they bent over, that's what the ass end of that bike looks to me.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
I mean, it's just like it's bare, man. There's got to be something different about that butt of that bike.
Let me take the comment. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. Yes, it does have a chopped rear fender. You see more exposed of the rear tire. The turn signals are right there. The pannier bags are right there. So I don't know where he's coming from with that. I really don't. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. And for me, that's unusual. But
everybody has different taste. I'll be honest with you, but it's just like there's something missing on the back end. I mean, it's got a little reflector on the.
But everyone has different taste. What? You're right.
I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to come out with a carbon fiber long fender for it if that's your stick. But I mean, for what that bike is supposed to be, that's a bike supposed to be for carving canyons and doing all that kind of stuff.
What I was trying to say is when the maid bent over and everything showed. That's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like. It's like never mind.
We're going to have an intervention for Chris.
No kidding.
We saw his Facebook and search history.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That explains a lot.
You know, I know a couple of lawyers, Connie. It's all good. You know, you won't need to buy a bike because you'll have his Challenger. Don't worry about it.
All I want to know is who gets the podcast equipment.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry for me now.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get this sound working for the actual other video here so we can talk about the actual Roadmaster.
Riding Fish left you a message. You see that?
The street. No, he didn't.
Street.
Yeah, well, I'll look at it.
Street glide eater.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. I mean,
He made a short about throwing punches. Like I said, Indian is throwing punches. I don't think they're quite there yet, but this new 112, it's serious. It's very serious. Go ahead and play the clip, dude.
yeah, let me play that one real
See if we
quick.
get sound on.
Let's see if I can get some sound on and see what's going on here. There we go. It should be. Let's. And this is Aaron going to explain the differences between these two bikes.
Side-by-side comparison, folks.
So we have
It's awesome.
a 2020.
We're muted. Oh, there we go. I wonder why we were muted. Now we're not muted anymore. So, anyway, we put them side by side,
with the new
the
Power
24 and the 25, so you guys can see the difference.
So there's a
Believe it or not, you couldn't
between
tell
these two bikes.
that they actually was on
Power
a
Plus engine bike, the
freaking
2025,
frame of a
is
Challenger.
going to be more based
Yeah,
on
it was very
the other
interesting
Power
to see.
Plus
I
bikes,
think
the
the
Challenger and the
112
Pursuit. And you'll see that
Roadmaster
this bike
sat higher
has
Yep.
than the regular Thunderstroke one, but it's an awesome bike. And like I said before, when you make this short, the 112 has the potential to be really, really crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I muted it. It's back down to mute. Yeah, Aaron was in there with us. I muted it, but I
So
just.
are both of these? No, that's a Thunderstroke on the back side.
Yeah,
there.
that's on the left side's the Thunderstroke. On this side's the new 112. I do like the front end. I mean, you can see that front end right there. I do like the lights. I mean, that lights up. I mean, it's a little bit wider. Also, I do like the front end. And what's really weird, and maybe Riding Fish would agree with me, if you look at these lines right here, that's exactly how the Challenger, the top is. It's just a little bit more wider out here, and then it goes deeper down this way. I mean, the front is slimmer. It's a little bit, the lines are narrower, but it literally looks like a Challenger on the top.
I'd be curious to ride it and see how the wind management is on that.
Okay, I'm going to address that right now because if you look
Yeah, right here.
right there are your wings that open and shut. It's not so much, it looks better than the 24. I don't know if the wind management is any
right here on this.
different with those being open versus them being closed, but they do attempt to give you some sort of protection because I know that you always said that the wind management on these new fairings for the
It's on the limited.
are all the wind just comes up under them
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you experience that on?
on the old style.
Well, no, when we had the test ride at Northern Kentucky, didn't you ride one of them?
Yeah, I did ride one of them, and be perfectly frank, the course wasn't that. It never got to highway speed. There were some parts where you could gun it a little bit, but we never went on the highway.
Yeah.
So therefore, I really can't tell you.
Sure.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it's great, or it's okay.
So right here is the 24. This is the console area. Okay, and I think, let me see if I can get the 25 right there. Well, that's the 24 too. No, that's the 25. As you can see right there, it is one solid straight piece. It's like in a triangle. And he says it kind of resembles, in which it does, the country...
The Victory Cross Country Tour.
Cross country tour. Other than, the dials are a lot closer together and there's no big screen like that. But me and Aaron, and we're all talking, if you look at this, you can look and there's a potential them upgrading this without having them do any modifications the way they designed this dash. So I'm thinking in the future there will be a change.
Yes. I mean, everybody's right now is impressed with the Street Glide and the Road Glide's 11-inch TFT. Okay, and that's great. Me, sorry, I'm old school. I like analog gauges somewhere, so I'm not totally dependent on a computer.
Yeah, now on my
They can make it bigger, as big as they want to. Just don't lose the analog gauges.
on my on the sport touring bike that I had, the BMW, it was all digital.
Right.
And I actually liked it. It wasn't bad. So, and I have, of course, the Roadmaster now. And I would be excited to see him actually go with a larger digital screen. That's something I would personally like.
Yeah.
A big touch screen up there. But
Well, again, you guys like the tech. I'm not particularly
and that's
interested in
sure,
it.
fair enough.
That's fair
What you
enough,
like.
and that's what people do. I mean, I hear all the time in the forums, I like the dials, I like the gauges and that kind of stuff. And I mean, they're just digital gauges. I mean, I can understand what you're saying. If something happens, the computer crashes, everything's down, you can't see it, but at least you can see the motorcycle's still running good. It's still got the gauges. I mean, I understand your point, but I looked at this and I was like, wow, they did a very well change. I mean, they did very well on this. I mean,
Yeah, how far we've come, right? My first bike had a cable-driven speedometer and tachometer. That was the extent of the gauges.
Yes.
It told you how many miles you went. But that was
You're talking Stone Age back.
it had a cable driving it. And I actually had changed light bulbs out in it too, because the damn thing would vibrate and it'd blow out the bulbs after a while. And you had to take the whole assembly apart and get this little
incandescent bulb.
Little incandescent bulb to snap in there. Yeah. I'm old too.
Yeah, I got the comments working now. Our Indian adventures rode the Chieftain 112 in Vegas, and power was nice, but the handling of the Challenger Pursuit can't be beat. And I kind of agree there. I mean, I haven't never rode this one, but I love the Challenger. I mean, when you're going down the hills and curves and shit like that, it's like, what the hell? It's like you feel like you're Superman sometimes.
Okay, let me weigh in here on the age-old debate of fork-mounted fairings versus fixed fairings, Batwing versus Sharknose. Here you go, folks. Anytime you got a Batwing fairing that's
Yeah, we'll get back on there.
yeah, you're going to have some turbulence because it's fork-mounted.
Thanks,
With
Ryan.
a frame fairing, you're not going to have near as much turbulence. In fact, I would very seriously doubt, unless you're middle of 100-mile-per-hour wind, that you're ever going to have any. Okay, so I would, again, stick with the old adage, if you're doing long-distance touring constantly on a regular basis, then you're better off with a Sharknose fairing. If you're just doing it occasionally, every once in a while, and mainly doing just regular state-to-state trips instead of cross-country, Batwing's fine. Me personally, I prefer a Batwing. I like the fork-mounted fairing.
That's what I've had on all my bikes, except for some sport bikes. Of course, I had the fixed fairing on the front. But all of my touring bikes have all been Batwing fairings.
Yeah, and when we went to our first trip, I think it was last year, or was one of the two an IMRG last year, we went to
Gettysburg?
North Vernon, and we went to I can't remember exactly, Columbus area like that. It was like one of the first ones, and wind was blowing like crazy, and I could see people with Roadmaster classics. Every time the wind would gust, their hands would go like this, and the Challenger was like.
Yeah, it's
Straight.
steady as a rock.
As steady as a rock. It cut through the freaking, and you know, it looks like a freaking stub-nosed semi when it's coming down. But man, I'll tell you what, it's rock solid. You don't have none of that jerkiness, when the wind
you
hits
don't.
you.
But the thing is, though, you can address that with Clockwork's windshield, because when you get a wind like that on a fork-mounted Batwing fairing with a Clockwork's windshield, that wind is exerting downforce on your forks that keep you pretty steady and pretty planted.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not as good as a Sharknose, but it helps.
Yeah.
And again, it's subjective what you like. Okay. I told Aaron today that if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd go in there and buy that Elite they've got on the floor in a heartbeat. because except for the color, it's exactly like mine. It's exactly like the 2019 one. The front wheels bigger, and the headdress is different. But as far as the tech is more advanced, but as far as the fairing shape goes, the 116 engine is the factory versus the kit. I'd be perfectly happy with it if I had $40,000 plus to spend on a motorcycle, which if my wife is watching this, no, honey, I'm not doing that because I don't want to go back to work. I like being retired.
Oh my gosh. So I got to ask you a question then. So
Yeah.
why'd they move that bike to the back in the sold area?
No, don't even go there. Yeah, like I said,
I've seen it.
If
I've seen
nobody
it
wants to
first.
see Max anymore, let that happen. Okay.
Let's see what Roddy Fish said.
It's a good fairing. At 100% in Mexico, it was acted like it was should. Yes, exactly. I'll tell you what, when you're riding in Mexico, man, if you don't have a good fairing, you might be on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm very interested in Fish's opinion. I was very interested in Marvel Kid's opinion. I was very interested in Adam Sandoval's opinion, who responded to me. Of course he did,
Yeah.
and said the wind management on the 112
This is special.
great.
Max is special.
I tell you what, which is my, you know what, let's just go.
Yeah, we don't have to be here.
Roddy Fish also said that he liked analog.
Yes.
The BMW bagger had a full display. Also.
Yes.
Yes.
So he said he liked analog. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Connie. You're
Who said that?
I'm glad you're doing your job
Fish.
riding fish.
Fish
Yeah.
said that?
But here's the thing. You've got a Power Plus guy here. We're Thunderstroke guys. Fish is a Power Plus guy. I mean, I know it's proven now. I know they've worked out the bugs on it. And I know, Fish, I know what you've done to your bike because I followed you throughout that whole entire journey. I mean, there are some 108s out there who have done the Mad Monkey whole thing with the Revolution one and become 112s with a kit. Those bikes are putting out 138 square, 138 pounds of horsepower and 138 foot-pounds of torque.
Out of 112 cubic inch.
Right. No, out of 108
108.
that was
Really?
pumped up out of
Wow.
the kit. So,
That's crazy.
but those are also ECMs that Lloyd's was able to crack. Once Lloyd figures out what to do with these new ones, the potential is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at 150 once he gets it done. Now, whenever that's going to be, God only knows.
What do you think the reliability will be on that, on the bottom end and at 150?
You know, these bikes are built to run. They don't like where we short shift Thunderstrokes. Power Pluses are made to run and rev high. They're built more like a sport bike. Didn't Aaron say that today? That some guy traded one in and got a Challenger and said it rides like a sport bike.
Oh, he loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, went crazy over.
Yeah, he had a CBO Harley-Davidson 2024, and he got a Chieftain today, and he ordered it, special ordered it.
Yeah.
And he took it home, and he called him back and said, "Holy cow, this is the best bike he's ever rode." I mean, that's what he said. I don't know. So I've never rode one, but he said it was freaking awesome. He said it would go through the curves. Everything was freaking great. And to my understanding, the jerkiness has been taken care of. The throttle's been taken care of. It's been detailed. All that stuff has been fixed. I mean, it's
Well, yeah, Indians had time to mess with the ECM, so all the throttle lag and all those problems that you had with the earlier challenges are now gone.
now me and Max have one major complaint about this new line. Okay.
The whole skirt looking back in thing again? Or?
No. The back lights, they don't act as turn signals. And I know maybe it's a safety thing or something like that, but I'm sure there's going to be some aftermarket. But they don't actually activate unless, they're on, but they don't activate unless somebody gets too close, or I guess as you slam on it too much. But yeah, Hey,
He's
Lisa,
talking
how you
about
doing?
the bag lights, not
bag
the rear
lights, yeah.
turn signals, the bag lights.
Yeah, the
So
bag
there's
lights.
like a clearance light. There's on all the time.
Yeah, they don't flash on turn signals. They don't flash when you put on your emergency flashers.
Yeah, I was
they
kinda
don't do
disappointed in
squat. And the fix could be just as simple as putting a module, an aftermarket module in there to break it up so it would. Or maybe you need to go aftermarket. Like I said, on my old late and lamented 2019 Roadmaster Elite, God rest its soul, Bella, I miss you every single hour of every single day.
All right.
I need to have a moment of silence.
But I put the Custom Dynamics Pro 1 on there, and I put the bag flash controller on there too. Those things would flash 3 times. I was afraid somebody with epilepsy would crash into me like crazy. But it would flash 3 times and then hold.
Yeah.
But it's enough to get somebody's attention.
Oh, yeah.
That's what those bag lights need to do. I mean, I had the back of my bike lit up like a rocket ship. I had Kuryakin and Custom Dynamics and everything else on there. But to me, on the rear, you can't have enough lights on the rear.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think the more lights you have on the rear, the safer you are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad you're being social, Lisa Reed.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! She's on here. I'm in trouble now. No, honey, I did not buy the new Elite.
She must have heard something. She must have heard
I
something.
know.
Somebody called her. Somebody read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, whoever's watching, there's 12 of you guys watching right now. There's my wife, and I don't know, Les is actually watching the comments and everything else.
And now
But
my wife.
And it's like, so pound that like button. There's
Yes.
only one like on this whole entire thing. Help us out. Pound the like button. Make sure you're liking this podcast. I mean, that's how it gets around. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're watching and you're trying to say, should I be a guest on the podcast? Yes, go to our website, ironponylife.com, and there is actually a form there to be a guest on the podcast. Or you can reach out to us at Christopher at ironponylife.com, and we'll talk and we'll discuss about being a guest. So
Don't be scared. I'll be nice.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
So pound the like button. Pound it.
Like, share, subscribe, folks. That's the key.
Yeah, and you got friends, share it. Share it with them. Anyway, right now we're talking about the Indian new Power Plus 112, the new engine, the new Chieftain, and actually Roadmaster, and we're also talking about the RT Chief Sports RT, which is a fabulous bike. Yeah, no, I'll get it straight. There's just, when you got like 5 words and you got to say in a row, it says like it always gets
Sport
backwards.
Chief RT.
Sport Chief RT.
So he's mixing my Harley with the Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, it is easy
ST,
to do.
that kind of stuff.
You got ST, RT, Lowrider, Sport Chief.
I'll
It's
take both, So.
Well, the ST and the RT are only one letter off, right?
Yeah. And at the very end, we'll tell you what we were actually drinking. We don't want to say that. We don't actually promote drinking and driving and riding, that kind of stuff. But there is a couple changes coming next week. We'll let everybody know. But yeah.
I got Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
yeah.
I got
After you have a
Coca-Cola.
shot.
But you really want to know the real story, you got to go to the Mexico channel, and we'll tell you exactly what we're doing.
Instagram, yeah.
Nothing on
Instagram
YouTube.
Mexican channel.
Nothing on YouTube. Thank you for liking. All right, so now we talked about the Chieftain. We've talked about the RT. All right, so Connie,
Wait,
what are you trading in on?
what am I trading in on?
Yeah. No, we talked about it. You know what it's all about now. So you just gotta dive in and trade in the Vulcan S and get the nice Indian
What?
Just get rid of the
Chief.
Vulcan S and be done with
Sport
it. God.
Yes.
RT.
We're putting you on the spot. What is it?
Yeah.
What's it going to be? Like right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Look, you've been talking about that since the last year.
Yes.
Enough's enough.
Yeah, enough's enough.
We've
What
gone
is
through
it
3
gonna-
trips,
Yes, at least.
years full of second Saturday rides and everything else. Yes, inquiring minds want to know. Lowrider ST, Sport Chief RT, which one interests you the most? I have all kinds of options to help you spend your money. You know,
Well, if they can move the controls back.
that would be a pullback riser. When Marvel Kid did his, he put the 10-inch risers on his, but the 10-inch risers from Indian just go straight up. That's not going to help you.
I
Yeah.
have to ride the
Yeah, we'll have to give you a test ride. You're right.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. A test ride is in your future.
I have quite a few on my list that I want to try.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, step one, we got the list.
Yeah, we got the list.
only
I
thought
guess.
What we
the
doing
Low
Saturday?
Rider
What we
and
doing
the
Saturday?
Sport Chief was in the running. I didn't. What, a Motorini's in the running? Come on.
All right. So let's move on. Oh, hey, Mark, how you doing? Welcome to the club.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah. What's he say there? What's he saying there? Zero has a trunk like kit. Oh, that does it all. Brake, turning, running, light, mounts, and side of trunk. Cool, awesome. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, we actually met Mark on Saturday. We went up there to Columbus and we had a great time at the Italian restaurant up there called Carno's or what was it? It was actually pretty. It was pretty good. Carino's. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Good flipping pizza. That's what I
Yeah,
call
it was actually good.
So I've been dieting, and I about killed half that pizza.
Yeah, and
It
then
was
then I
out of
lost
control.
Then I lost my wallet, and I thought I left it up there. And then I was calling, and I realized that they ain't open on Mondays, so I couldn't get a hold of them. But then I found it on the washer. There it was.
did you hear that?
Yeah, I had to apologize to my wife. I thought I gave it to her, and she took it, and she took all my money. But no, I don't understand.
Jane Jetson.
I think you need to apologize to Heather.
Well, no. What I don't understand.
For 2 or 3 times.
Well, I don't understand. Okay, let me get this point across. She goes, "Well, I got a bunch of your credit cards." I said, "Well, why don't you have the wallet?" And it was like she sends me a picture, and I was like, "That was in there. That was in there. Well, you been stealing my credit cards?" I'm serious. Yeah, she had like 5 credit cards.
Well, see, if you put a couple thousand down on each one, show that bike in no time.
I knew I liked you, Connie.
See, she's been planning
Smart
this out.
woman.
I was going to take that American Express one and go buy that RT for her, but she had it. I couldn't do it today.
Man.
It's okay. It should be coming next week anyways.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, that paint job on the RT was nice.
Yes,
Even though it was
it
gray.
was a gray
Yeah.
one, but it did have flake in it. It's
Yeah,
very
it
nice.
it was a beautiful bike.
It's very nice.
What was last year's? That it was like a copper color with the flake in it?
I don't know what that one was, but I know what you're talking
It
about.
was
Offhand.
just Sport Chief.
Yeah.
The one we saw. Up
Yeah.
there.
So it's Riding Fish is still here. Riding Fish, are you going to the actual Jack Daniels ride down in Tennessee this year? That's a good question. Anybody here listening, are you going to the Jack Daniels? Did you ride Indian? I'm sure you do, Indian Adventures, because we plan on going down there this year too. We just need to know when the tickets are going to go on sale so we can actually show up, because I know they go fast. So if you got any insight, since you guys are like influencers, make sure you text me, Riding Fish, so I know exactly when they're going to go on sale, so I can get in there so and let these guys know. I don't know if you're going to go. You can ride with us.
I don't have a bike.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not going.
Yeah,
You can go in a car. Enjoy
I
the
might go with
festivities.
Connie.
yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Might go with Connie and talk dirty about Chris.
There you go.
Jennifer Blair's on here. Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Oh, he's going to Gettysburg and Jack Daniels. Okay, cool. Sweet. We went last year. We don't know. I don't think the plan is to go there this year.
No,
with
nobody
Josh.
said they were gonna go to
Nobody's going to go there
Gettysburg.
this year.
Lisa's leaving. Back to the chick show.
Oh, come on, Lisa.
So she found out you did not buy the Elite.
All right, we can
Yeah.
talk
So now
about it
she's
after
okay,
she's done.
yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and leave, Lisa. Go ahead and leave. We're going to talk about the bike that he purchased today that you don't know
the offer
about.
still stands. You can put it in
Honey,
the garage.
honey, you know me better than that. I would never make a decision like that without consulting. You know that.
So let's check out what Harley-Davidson stock's doing since
my
August
goodness.
release.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. So let's see what Polaris and Harley-Davidson stock's doing these days.
The
Not
following
a lot.
opinion is Chris's
Yeah,
and
not a
Chris's
lot,
alone.
Well, it's if I would say I give it a buy right now, $26.56. I would say go ahead and start buying Harley-Davidson stock. I mean, they got a good product. They got good product. I'm telling you, the screen's good. All the technology that came out this year, but as you look at this, it's been shaky a little bit. And you can see that they just had some influencers on YouTube talk about their new bikes, and it took a nosedive the last 2 days. But it's $26.56. I would say it's a buy right now. So, but I'm not a financial advisor, so do not go out and say, Chris told me to buy and I lost my whole house. That ain't happening. Well, I didn't do that. Okay, I did not say that. But right now it's $26.50. And let's go look at Honda.
You called it a buy just now.
Well, yeah, I'd buy into it.
So what are the tariffs going to do to Harley-Davidson and Polaris and everybody?
Yeah.
25% on aluminum and steel. What's the offshore content?
We'll talk about that next week.
I don't want to talk about it at all.
Oh man.
Oh no, you better buy your bike now. You got 3 or 4 weeks before they go in effect. But I think we'll have to see. I mean, I know Polaris, most of theirs, but all the parts are pretty much made in China. Polaris Indian motorcycles are made in America, but these parts
They're assembled in America.
Assembled. That's what I'm saying. But the parts and all that kind of stuff come with different countries and stuff like that. So tariffs can affect us. Hopefully not, but we'll see how it is. Hopefully they have enough bikes already built that it wasn't, they will be able to sell them for a couple months without actually raising the prices up. But you know what these companies will do.
Oh, yeah.
They'll jump on the bandwagon and then blame it on the terrorists or the tariffs. But they have 3,000 in the warehouse selling them, and they've already been pre-made, and they already, got the parts before the tariffs went in there. So that's how companies work, so that's what's going to happen. But if you look at Honda, let's see what Honda's doing today. Honda is at almost the same, 2764, and now we were looking at a new bike that was coming out competitive to the new Goldwing.
Yeah, the Chinese one.
The Chinese one.
Yes, the Chinese Goldwing.
Yeah,
It's
flat
SR 2000. Yeah,
flat 8-cylinder. Yeah,
that's an interesting looking bike. I'm telling you, it's got some technology. I don't know till you go down the road and it falls apart, but it looks.
Oh
it looks,
my God!
It looks pretty damn good. I mean, it's a bike.
But the thing,
oh my God.
I'm at a loss for words. The only reservation I would have, as good as it looks and as good as it may perform in the beginning, if you need to get it worked on, if you need to get anything even as simple as an oil change, where the heck are you going to go to get it done? Because I don't think there's a shop anywhere around here that would even touch that bike.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. You know what? I'm missing some freaking comments. So I'm going to catch up here real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no, I'm in
Here
trouble.
we go. This is what happens when we don't have a subject to talk about.
Yeah, Jennifer just got back from a ride. It was a great day for some wind therapy. Exactly right.
Yes.
It's beautiful out there.
I'm envious, and I don't like you anymore.
I don't have a bike. I don't like you either.
No.
Yeah, Heather.
Heather, I love you, but I don't like you.
Now, I know Saturday, if Jennifer, if you're still on here, hopefully you are, and Josh is on here. If you guys are off, I mean, I'm thinking about, I'm off Saturday. I think you're off Saturday. I know you're off, but you don't have a bike. I'm sorry about that.
See what I'm doing under this table? Okay.
Dan, did you break your finger?
It's stuck up.
Yeah, bend that sucker back down, man. It don't look right. Oh, geez. But like I said, you'll like this podcast. Go ahead, thumbs it up, share it, like it. We're having some fun tonight. That's what it is.
Like, share, subscribe.
We're having fun because we didn't have a daggone thing to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually on vacation. Tell you the truth. I was actually on vacation.
Well, what time did I text you today? And I said, what's the plan for the podcast? Because I haven't heard a daggone thing, right?
I think it was like 15 minutes after you. I think it was like 9 o'clock or something.
Because I'm like going, I thought we had a guest. I'm like, we don't have a guest.
No plan.
No guest, no plan.
At all.
So
What
we
are
need to
doing?
come. We need to come on. I need to come on here and be entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully our humor is good for you.
And if it's not, too damn bad.
Max will get his finger out again.
Oh yeah, it's under the table right now, pointing.
Not at the camera, at you, buddy.
I do have Indian stock. Yes, I do have Indian stock here. I was leaving that for the best for last. But Polaris is in a lot more categories than just bikes. I mean, they have
they don't
their
split out
boats.
Indian.
Yeah, they don't split it out anything. But let's see how it is. There we go. And you can see, I could put that in a big screen there. It's $47.18. As you can see, for some reason, it's creeping up. And I know Polaris wasn't making very much money on their Ski-Doos and stuff like that, and their 4Runners and all that kind of stuff. For some reason, Indian's kind of helping them out, getting a little bit of uplift, and their stock is at $47.18. Looks like it's been the best it's been for at least one day.
Maybe it's the snow. The snowmobile business is up.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let me take control of this thing so I can click on here. So let's see. Yesterday it went down. Actually, I should never say it. For 1 year, it has been going down. So these motorcycle stocks have been going down, but they have recently been going up. So that's what's good. So.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not a stock market. I never said I was. I would say this is a hold right now to see what the market's going to do.
But here's the thing: we all know that motorcycle sales are declining.
Yeah, declining.
Tanking.
Okay, and because Polaris does not release breakout numbers, it doesn't break out their sea, their snow, their land bikes. It's all Polaris. So they might not be taking as big a hit as Harley and Honda. Is Honda motorcycles split out, or is that just Honda?
Well,
They have a whole lot of stuff that
it could be just
encompasses
Honda. You're right. Yeah.
Lawnmowers and motorcycles and cars.
Airplanes
right?
and everything else. It's crazy.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, everybody's. What I seen today was motorcycles, 4Runners. Everything you can imagine out there today is such a nice day. So sales should tick up a little bit, but as I heard yesterday, interest rates will they're not going to go down. And they're probably going to go maybe even up, because I don't know if you guys know about inflation. When people have money, they keep spending it, and inflation stays up. When people can't spend it anymore, prices come down and deflation starts going in. But right now, Americans just continue to buy stuff. And it's the largest freaking. I mean, let me see if I can get this up here. The credit card debt is the largest it has ever been. Let me see if I can take control of this.
I'm not buying anything. My wife won't let me.
My wife definitely won't let me. I saw a news report this morning where the average American carries a $6,400 credit card debt. Mm-hmm. Okay, which means if you just pay the monthly minimum, you're going to pay them back somewhere in the neighborhood of $9,300 in interest over 20 years. So it's.
I think that $6,400 is my wife's fingernail and hair budget each month.
Hey, I hear her clicking over there. She buying a lot of stuff on Amazon. I mean, I walked in here, I had to move 25 boxes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
If we get, man, I'll tell you what. If the Amazon guy isn't here daily, he stops at the door and goes, "Are you guys all right?" 'Cause I haven't had to deliver anything.
That's my next door neighbor. We get something like every other day. And like I said, Lisa's busy with the Amazon people and the FedEx people and this, that, and the other. And that's fine because I do my share too. I mean, I bought a shoehorn for 10.
A shoehorn?
Yes. I need a shoehorn. My foot is swollen still.
That's a big purchase right there.
Yeah, it was a whole $11.
So did you get like the 3-foot long ones?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
so you don't
I
have to
bought
bend
a
over.
set. I bought one that was this long. I bought one that was this long. And I bought one that was this long.
Yeah.
Oh
This
my
long.
gosh.
That's so you don't have to bend over when you put your shoe on. You can just straighten your leg out. And
Yeah.
rock and roll. Yeah.
I'm old. I need an old people's shoehorn. Give me a break. And my
Geez.
foot's swollen.
Can you bring him
still.
over Saturday? I need to see him.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
going to
bring
try
it.
one.
I'll bring it to you and tell you what I'm going to do with it.
All right, so as of February 2025, credit card debt in the United States was $1.2 trillion,
Yes.
a record high. This is about 7% of all debts held in America. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's
You know.
nuts. But anyway, let's go
You
back.
know what, though? I always said, though, if I found out I only had 6 months to live, I'd go get like 8 or 9 credit cards in my name only Just go max them out.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
Guess what? They can't collect after you're dead. They can't go after your
I
wife.
would
They
be-
can't
That's
do
what I said.
anything.
I give them my name, unsecured line of credit. I go buy that $5,000 bottle at Jungle Gyms.
You know,
Maybe we'd split it.
you know what happened though, right? The doctor made the wrong diagnosis.
Yeah.
My luck,
And,
probably.
and you come back and he says, "Hey, I made a mistake. You're gonna live." And you're like, "Oh, shit! Now I owed like $150,000 in debt. I went around the world."
It wouldn't matter. Heather would kill me then, so it wouldn't matter. The end result would be the same.
Oh my.
He had a freaking Polaris truck in his front yard.
Yeah.
Good while it lasted.
Whole damn semi full of them.
Well, I'm really hoping that, changing the subject, I really hope we get a demo day this year so people can actually try these 112s. Fixed fairing or fork mounted fairing, whichever your preference may be, it's a 112.
Yeah. Now we got invited to the Clarksville, Clarksburg, right? Or,
Clarksville.
to actually do a podcast there on demo days there. They have a huge one there. That's like one of the largest Indian dealerships we've seen around here.
Clarksville where?
And down by Louisville.
Oh,
Yeah.
that might be doable.
Yeah. And then I know we were going to go to Elkhart, or what is it? Elkhart, or what is it called?
Elkhart?
Elkhart.
Indiana is supposed to be like the primo Indian dealer in this area. I was going to check that out. But they had some, I don't know if they had the 25s there. Not yet. I know, well, actually they did. Next day we left. They had 25s.
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. It kind of sucks.
I mean, not knocking our dealership, because our dealership is wonderful.
Yeah.
But there are dealerships who get bikes before ours do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, they do.
So,
But anyway, if you're just now watching, please like this
Share.
part and share and just
Subscribe.
just pound the like button until it stops blinking. Yeah, just keep liking it. But anyway, we've been talking about the 112 Power Plus, release. It's been great. Kevin Miller's on here. Elkhart, my
Hey,
hood.
Kevin.
hey,
We'll have to come up here and meet you. Let's see, probably next vacation. But also, we're planning on, because he wants to go down to the Dragon too, and also in Tennessee. But it looks like it's Mark's still on here. It looks like it's going to be in June, and it's the 1st and 2nd and 3rd. We will be going down there. We're going to be at a hotel, and I think Mark is actually doing all the hotels. I need to talk to Josh about it. I need to talk to Jennifer about it and see if they want to go. But when we went up there and saw Mark on Saturday, he mentioned it and invited us. We'll have to see what we can do right there. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to get down to the Dragon this summer. I call it my planner 2.0. I have a big desk calendar, the old paper one, right?
yes.
With a couple of pencils.
That's us old folks, paper and pencil.
But no, I've been filling it out with all kinds of rides. Queen City
Yeah.
actually has a ton of Saturday rides and Monday rides. Covers up the month, several months. So hoping to catch some of those. Of course, the IMRG rides on the Saturdays.
Second Saturday ride.
No, you're just going to show up, huh? Even if it's a hog event?
Absolutely.
You're just going to bring that Indian right there and
I will
just say,
shamelessly show up. I might buy a Harley. I might buy one. No, I might have one of each in the garage.
I know you.
Admittedly, I've been looking around for a little bit of a project bike. So if it's a Harley and shows up in the garage, it shows up. But no, I'm.
Take it back.
Jennifer, if you're not going out of town, let us know and we'll talk about it and that kind of stuff. Because Mark invited you and Josh and all of us. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and if you and Josh don't go, we can't go. So
Yeah, exactly.
he said he likes you better. I don't know what that's about. But no, in all seriousness, hoping to do a ton of riding this summer. Hoping to get 10,000 or more miles in, and just enjoy the whole summer.
Yeah, I think this might be the year I actually put more miles than I ever have on a motorcycle, just because of my friends.
We're gonna make you get out.
Yeah, I know they're gonna make me say, "Hey, what are you doing? Watching
I ain't
TV.
gonna make
Get
you
your
squat.
Well, hey, you know what? I do have a back seat. Are
No,
you sure?
positive.
You don't want to ride with me?
No,
I'm pretty good. Ask Connie.
No,
We only dropped the bike once.
No,
Try.
He will put a backrest on, but with caveat
and that'll
is,
never in your wildest dreams ever happen.
well, the caveat is you got to sit backwards.
No, that'll never happen. Don't worry about it.
Looks like they won't be on Tennessee
ride in
already.
Connie's Jeep and be perfectly happy.
Oh,
Chase car.
Yeah.
so the Blairs are sneaking off to Tennessee without us.
Oh wow! I don't know if he's.
now
I don't know
we
if he was
know.
planning on taking his motorcycle.
Hey, they're a couple. Leave them alone. They deserve alone time just like everybody else does. But believe me, there's times I don't want you guys around.
Oh really?
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh! I guess that invite all the time.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. There's times that you and Connie don't want us being less around? Huh?
I like it. I like it. I like everybody being around. I wish everybody be around all the time. I think it's fun. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I am so confused.
Me too.
yeah. I don't know. I'm not going there anymore.
Okay, that's good. Getting back to the motorcycles.
I think you'd be great on the back.
As long as you
Ain't
sit
gonna happen,
backwards.
brother.
Sit backwards.
The only reason that would ever happen is that I've seen Michael Lichter do the backwards filming thing, and I knew there was a guy that used to hang around with the AFR that did the backwards thing and shoot photos and all that stuff, and that's cool. But you're shooting photos.
He could be the
and you're
camera
running
guy.
backwards. Guess what? I'm not that good with camera, so I'm not going to do it.
Oh jeez.
Oh, geez. Where are we at on time here?
It is 7:52 p.m.
This is great, though. I'm having a great time. I think I've never laughed this hard in my life. Talking about what? No. We got a couple more. We got a couple more hours before we talk about that.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, Pepsi, and what do you got? Diet
Crown
Coke.
Royal.
No, I wouldn't do that to my guests.
I would. I like Royal Crown Cola. I think it's good stuff. I'd rather drink that than Coke or Pepsi. Now that opens a whole nother can of whoop ass.
Oh,
All right. What's your favorite cola? Now, speak.
My favorite is Coke.
Coke.
Royal Crown.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Royal Crown something else. There's
Royal
like 36
Crown,
bottles back there.
Royal Crown Cola. Did I not make that perfectly clear?
Yeah, all of that whole row.
I
back
know
there.
what's
Most
back
people
there.
call
I
that
said
whole
Royal
row.
Crown Cola.
Most people say that,
Crown
call
Royal.
it RC.
Yes, RC Cola.
Oh, I know what Royal Crown.
That's RC Cola.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So
that's
what's
from like the 70s. Man.
I guess we can talk about the plans of what we got coming. We do have a couple guests still that are on the ticket,
Yeah.
Especially at the end of March. I got to finalize them. We are. You're going to reach out to a couple people for me. You said that's what he said, right?
Yep.
It
Yes.
was on video. It was on video.
on video.
So we'll know he'll be doing that. But next couple of weeks we'll be focused on people. Maybe we'll do some rides. We'll show some of the rides. We'll also talk about some safety because right now people are excited to get on the bike, but they're not really looking about safety and stuff like that. About looking at their tires, making sure. I mean, the other day when we went to Donnie's garage, he was talking to a person and he was gonna air up a tire. He's rolling it to the tire exchanger and it
Had a
cut
nail
his
in it.
It had a nail and it cut his hand because
Yeah.
the guy didn't know there was a nail in his tire already. So he was just going to balance it. So you just got to be careful of that kind of stuff and what to look for. Also, do you need to change your oil? If you haven't changed it, I would say, it's probably gummed up a little bit if you haven't started it up and you know more about that stuff than I do.
Well, even with the temperatures we've had,
Yeah.
it's the sub-zero stuff.
Yeah.
It's gummed up. You need
Yeah.
to change your oil.
Yeah, change
I
it.
have the oil change kit. I'm ready to go. As soon as I pull it out, I'll have a fresh oil change. I'll be good for 5,000 miles, ready to roll. So
There you go.
ready to go.
Yeah, and if you wear a helmet, I mean, is it time to change that helmet out, for the spring and stuff like that? Sometimes, helmets should only be worn like 2 years. And then, and what's this? We just had a 17-year-old lady killed here in her bike car, not used to seeing. Yes. Exactly. That's another thing you have to watch out for.
This time of year especially.
Yeah.
They're not looking for us anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
And they
some
won't be till probably
midsummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, midsummer.
Yeah, when summer's almost over.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yep.
What I say is always never feel like you're on cloud nine, because that's when something's going to happen. Always be observant, always be aware, and be ready. I mean, like somebody said the other day, watch the tires, don't watch the face. If the tires rolling, that means they're rolling.
Yeah, that was Bam.
Yeah, Bam.
Yeah,
from
Bam said that.
Sick fish.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about, trying to get everybody tuned in back, because we want people to be riding out there safe. It's also a lot better to ride with a friend than a group, okay, right now. So ride with it, because it looks like 2 car headlights coming down the road, so you're more visible. So make sure you guys are riding in groups, and or at least a friend or a buddy, because that way you kind of help yourself out a little bit. And also, a lot of people don't, they don't say this is right, but I believe it is. Loud pipes do save lives.
I think Josh and Jennifer would have issues with that.
Yeah, but some pipes are pretty loud.
I would say that it helps.
It helps. Yeah, it helps.
Okay.
I think especially with deer are kind of like, they're kind of stunned. They're like, what the hell's going on with that? What's that noise coming?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Deer are just plain stupid.
Yes, they are.
When a car or a bike or semi,
Yeah.
they don't care. They just pop out and they see something and they're like, oh, what's that? And they stare at it. They'll
Yeah.
And that's another thing. They'll be deer will be more active too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, so you got to be watching out for them. Especially, last year I seen a lot of deer mid-morning, a lot. Not during the afternoon or anything, but mid-morning I've seen a lot of deer out.
That's because
dancing
you live
around.
out in the boonies.
I know.
That's why.
But I mean, okay.
Okay.
Boonies, thanks.
Jennifer said, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. What?
Probably the loud pipes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they don't like
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't help.
All right, Jennifer, prove us wrong.
Yeah, you're talking nonsense.
Oh, you know she'll come on here and she will.
Prove us wrong.
Yep. All right. But anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. Next Tuesday, hopefully we'll have Riding Fish on, or maybe another guest. We'll see how it goes. It might be remote. It might be here. I don't know. Right now we're at Les's house. We might be at Kingfish right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that, because if there's going to be a noticeable change
Yeah.
alternating between Les and I think we can have that covered.
Yep.
All right. Good. Yeah. And yeah.
Now I want to go to Max's and drink some of his.
RC Cola.
Yeah, RC Cola too.
Yeah. My Mexican RC Cola.
Yes.
You can only get that stuff
On
in
a
Mexico.
closed course.
Yeah, we're gonna be on a closed course on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna be actually flying to Mexico. We might do Kentucky 10. What is it called? What is it?
Highway 10.
Highway 10. We need to drive it out with a car and see if there's any like big. Hey, Riding Fish, how you doing? Let me know what you can do next Tuesday. That'd be great. Or your friend, I don't know who the Indian Adventure. That's the first time I've seen him on the channel. If he wants to be on too, yeah, that'd be great. We can get you all on. Anyway,
Fish.
let's see. I'll make a call.
Oh, Mark.
Uh-oh.
All right. What is it, Mark? What is the answer?
Well, he wanted to know if you heard anything from Arnold.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
He'll make a call.
Oh yeah, make a call because it didn't work. Hey, can you get? I text. I'm kind of brave. I actually email a bunch of people all the time, and I actually emailed Arnold.
Arnold.
And he said, I'll get back to you.
Okay, Brooke.
Come on.
Get to the chopper. Get to the podcast, Arnold.
Arnold.
Oh my goodness.
Tell Mark.
Yeah, he's up here in Columbus this weekend. But they did actually look at my email. So hey, what can I say? They actually
One of his staffers looked at your
yeah,
email.
it's somebody very low in the totem pole, and they probably put it in the spam right there. It was
I'll
done.
get back to you.
This Arnold shows this weekend.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
The bodybuilding show. Yeah.
So hopefully, I was trying to get him on there because he does have an Indian and he also has a Harley. He has a bunch of bikes, actually.
I'm sure he knows about, the podcast, the fame and notoriety. He'd recognize us immediately. We should probably go up there. He'd be like, hey guys, let's have lunch.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well,
Did any of us make the Vegas presser?
No.
Okay, there you go.
That's our goal eventually.
Yeah. That's when we get people like the governor.
We have friends like riding fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Fish. Put in a good plug for us, babe. We got to make those pressers. Seriously.
All right. Let me catch up with these comments here real quick. Oh, I just, when you hit the table, maybe click the thing. You're good. You're good. Calm down.
I'll keep my finger under the table, pointed at you.
All right. Anybody got any questions out there? Anybody want to ask us how we got started riding or anything like that? Go, let us know before we call it a night. We are open book right now. This is your turn. You had enough of, you had enough of us? This is like the funnest podcast ever.
Except for the Christmas one.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't wait to go home and listen to this one.
I wasn't involved in Christmas. Thank
Oh,
you.
my Lord.
Yeah, next time we're going to have a female dressed up as Santa Claus or Mrs. Santa Claus or something, yeah. She can jump on your lap and whatever it is.
With the skirt with the white frilly things on.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, I think.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I think Heather has a Mrs. Claus. I could bring her next time.
Oh, my gosh. This is
Did you hear
great.
your wife? We ain't doing that.
Riding Fish says, I got you.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Fish.
Let's see what we got now. I got some kind of, Jennifer wrote a post. She was trying to sneak this one out, but I caught it before we got off the channel. No, loud pipes do not save lives, and they can be dangerous. In fact, they can contribute to accidents by distracting drivers.
Show me some statistical data that supports your theory.
Oh my gosh. Hey, well, I guess I see your point. It's like, where's that noise coming from? And they're still creeping. They're still creeping out, maybe. And they're like, oh my God, that's an Indian. All right, everybody have a good night. Peace out.
Good night,
See you next
everybody.
week.
Peace.
Have a good night. It's been fun.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
That's freaking awesome. Oh, we got the music here. We got to get music? Nah, never mind. Let's get out of here.